Hello friends and my dear students, myself Vandre Shital from Rayat Shikshan Sanstha Rao Bahadur Narayan Rao Borake College Srirampur. I have prepared this video under the guidance and support of Honorable Principal Dr. Gaikwad Sahib. This video is prepared only for the educational purpose. In this video, we are going to discuss about the structure of a eukaryotic cell and which are the components present in this eukaryotic cell. Now, that U means what here? That U, it is nothing but the true, and caryon means the nucleus. The cell which contains the true nucleus, they are termed as the eukaryotic cell. And the evolutionary point here suggests that these eukaryotic cells, they all contain the well-developed cell organelles present in that. Here, which are the components of that eukaryotic cell that we are going to study here. Okay. Now, the first component of this eukaryotic cell is that here the cell wall. On this board here, the two diagrams we have seen of the eukaryotic cell, that is from the plant cell as well as from the animal cell here. Now here in this plant cell and animal cell, diagrammatically we are seeing the differences, because this outermost cell wall, it is present in this plant cell and here it is absent in this animal cell. As we know that the plants perform the process of the photosynthesis, and therefore this process of photosynthesis, it takes place with the help of the chloroplast, means the plastid, the pigments. These chloroplasts, they are present there, and here these chloroplasts, they are absent. But which are the basic components of this eukaryotic cell that we are going to show here. Now here come towards the first component of the eukaryotic cell, that is the cell wall. Here this cell wall, it is the rigid, supportive and protective in function. As though it is present on outer side, therefore it is always for the purpose of the protection. In these plants, the fungal member, in this protist, this cell wall in algae, they are also present. It is made up of the cellulose, galactanates, mannese and the minerals like calcium carbonate. It is present in this cell wall. In other plant, it is made up of here, or in higher plant, it is made up of the hemicellulose, pectin, lipid and proteins. The microfibril of the plant cell wall shows the presence of the cellulose, and due to these cellulose, these cells, they gives the rigidity or the flexibility. The deposition of the cell wall it is of the silica as well as the cutin, and suberin, wax, lignin, it is also present in this cell wall. Due to this, the shape of the cell gives as well as it protect from the cell from the mechanical injury. In plant cell here, this cell wall, it is made up of the middle lamella, primary wall as well as the secondary wall. These three layers in this plant cell they have seen, and this middle lamella, it is thin. It lies in between these two adjacent cells, and in the firstly they are formed during the cell plate by the process of the cytokinosis. It is mainly made up of the pectin, calcium, magnesium, pectase. The ripening of the fruit is due to the solubilization of the pectin substances. Now this primary wall in this plant cell, it is capable for the growth. It is seen in the meristematic tissue as well as the mesophyll in the pith region. The secondary wall, it is present, the inner to primary wall, and it stops the growth. It is placed the thickening which leads to the formation of the pith, that is the openings are there. The plasmodesmata, that is the cytoplasmic bridges, they are present in this cell wall, means here the cytoplasmic exchange takes place between these two adjacent cells until and up to an equilibrium is established between these two cells, that movement of the cytoplasmic substances takes place. Now the second, that is the cell membrane. Or it is known as a plasma membrane. This cell membrane or plasma membrane, it is a thin in structure and it is extracellularly, it is present around the protoplast, and intracellularly it is present around the cell organelle of the eukaryotic cell. On an average, this plasma membrane is about the 75 angstrom in thickness, which is observed under the electron microscope. It shows the presence of the lipid as well as the protein layers. This plasma membrane, it is also the semi-permeable membrane, because through that semi-permeability, here the exchange of the material takes place between the cell to cell. It shows that the lipid are hydrophilic polar head and two hydrophobic non-polar head. The phospholipid are amphipathic. These lipid molecules, they are arranged in two layers, and in this way here they are get sandwiched in between these two heads. Due to this, here it comes in direct contact with the aqueous surrounding. This cell membrane, it also shows the presence of the proteins as well as the carbohydrates. The ratio of protein and lipid that varies from cell to cell. Now here the fluid mosaic model, here they have get explained by the Singer and Nicholson, and these scientists, they have explained the lipid and protein molecules which is present in this plasma membrane. Now the next cell organelle, that is here the cytoplasm. But before that, here we should know the some functions of this plasma membrane. This plasma membrane, it is the semi-permeable. Therefore, due to this semi-permeability, here the transport of a material takes place at one side, and also here that will be shows the active transport material, it also takes place during this plasma membrane. The passive transport molecules may get cross and without requiring the energy, that movement of the substances or molecules takes place from one cell to the another cell. Okay. The anotherly, along with the cell wall, these plasma membrane, they are also in the protective in function, because in this diagram of this plant cell, the firstly the cell wall is seen, and after the cell wall here, the secondly that cell membrane or the plasma membrane is seen. Okay. Now here the third component, that is the cytoplasm. This cytoplasm, it is called as a cytoplasmic matrix or cytosol, and it is also known as a ground substances. Here inside these two diagrams, here that is the cytoplasm is present, and in this plant cell, here that space, it is also filled with the cytoplasm or this cytosol. And these cytosol, here these cell organelles, they are get freely moved in that, and that free movement is possible, and that process is, or the streaming movement, it is termed as the cyclosis. This cytoplasm, it contains water as the main component. Along with the water, it is made up of the organic and inorganic substances like sugar, amino acid, vitamins, enzymes, nucleotides, minerals, as well as the waste products are there. It also contains here the various cell organelles. It is the eukaryotic cell. Therefore, here these both the cells, they shows the well developed cell organelles. In this here, in the animal cell also as well as in plant cell also, only the exception of this chloroplast and cell wall, in this here the well developed cell organelles means here the Golgi complex in the form of Golgi vesicles and Golgi membrane. The ribosomes, here the ATS types of the ribosomes are present because this prokaryotic contains the 70S and it is the eukaryotic, therefore it contains the ATS types of the ribosome. Well developed nucleus is present. The well developed double cell contain double membranous mitochondria. Chloroplast, it is present here. That diagram or that animal cell, it also shows here the presence of this endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, Golgi complex, well developed nucleus, nucleolus, means that all the content it is present in this cytoplasm. Okay. Now here the next come towards the cell organelles, that is the endoplasmic reticulum. Now here in this diagram here shows that the outer membrane of the nucleus on both the side, and through the outer membrane of the nucleus up to the end of the cell, here these endoplasmic reticulum are showing, and whatever the dots are observed on this endoplasmic reticulum, they are nothing but the ribosomes, and these ribosomes were in presence they are called as the rough endoplasmic reticulum, and if these ribosomes are not there, they are known as a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Now this endoplasmic reticulum, they are nothing but the network, and they are shows here, except all mature RBCs under this electron microscope, they appear as a network of the membranous sac, and they are made up of the here the cisternae, tubules and the vesicles. These three components of the endoplasmic reticulum is there. This membrane of endoplasmic reticulum, they are showing the continuation with the nuclear envelope membrane. Here that rough endoplasmic reticulum, they are involved in the process of the different cells. They are helps in the synthesis of the lipids because they are in contact with the ribosome. This rough endoplasmic reticulum here, it is primarily involved in the protein synthesis because that is the main function of the ribosome, is the protein synthesis. These proteins, they are scattered by the ribosome and that attached to rough endoplasmic reticulum, they are known as secretory proteins. These proteins get wrapped in membrane that buds off from the transitional region of the endoplasmic reticulum. Now here come towards the next cell organelle, that is the Golgi complex. It is also known as the Golgi apparatus. It is made up of these Golgi bodies, and here this Golgi complex, it consists of the membranous sac called the cisternae. That cisternae, it is having one diameter 0.5 to 1 micrometer. A very few cell of these cisternae, they are shows their function. The thickness and molecular composition of these Golgi complex or Golgi sac, they are differ from each other. These Golgi sac, they are shows here the specific orientation. The transport vesicle that shows the transitional endoplasmic reticulum merge with the cisternae, and they forms here the Golgi cisternae. These Golgi bodies, they carries here the function like along with the secretion of the endoplasmic reticulum, they are having the enzyme specificity in functioning. They takes part in the secretion of the enzyme. For example, here the glycolipids and the glycoproteins, they are brought from endoplasmic reticulum that contains the sugar other region, and this forming here the product. These Golgi bodies, they are manufactured for their own product. These Golgi bodies in plant cell, they produce non-cellulose polysaccharide, that is the pectin. and this modified all the product of the Golgi complex. They leaves the cisternae from the vesicles here. The next cell organelle, that is the lysosome. Here these lysosomes, they are helps in the reconstructing unit of the cell, and these lysosomes, they include the various types of the enzyme secretion, that is hydrolysase, amylase, proteolysase, lipase, etc. These enzymes, they are in inactive state, and are in active state they comes in contact with the particular cell organelle and forms the hybrid structure. Now here when we are showing the function of the WBC here, that as we know that here the phagocytosis, it is the one of the important function, and this phagocytosis movement, it get possible because of this lysosomal work. Here these lysosomes, they are divided or classified into the primary lysosome, secondary lysosome, as well as the tertiary lysosome. These primary lysosome, which are helps in the enzyme secretion. The secondary lysosome, here they are endocytic vessel contents and helps in the digestion of the material. These tertiary lysosomes, they are also helps in the phagocytic work is there. After that, the next cell organelle, that is the vacuole. In this here, the large vacuole is seen in this plant cell, and in this animal cell here, the vacuoles, they are present in very short. Their diameters are also here very short, but the number are the more. In this plant cell, the number is the less, but size is more. But in animal cell, the numbers of the vacuoles, they are more, but their size is the small. These vacuoles, they are nothing but here the membrane bound sac, and they are mostly or prominently observed in this plant cell, and in animal cell if they are present, but they are having the very small size as well as the small number. These vacuoles, they are showing outermost here the semi-permeable membrane, and that boundary or here that lining, it is known as a tonoplast. On inside, it helps in maintaining here the composition of the vacuole fluid, cell sap, that differ from the cytosol. The composition of the cell sap, it is different from the composition of the cell. That cell sap of the central vacuole is here for the storage house of the various ions, and it is the hypertonic to cytosol. Some organic compounds like the proteins molecules, they are also present. These vacuoles here, they store the food material. They are helps in to maintain the buoyancy of the cell is here. Okay. Now the next cell organelle, that is the glyoxysome. These glyoxysomes also here, the membrane bound cell organelles that contains the enzyme, and here convert the fats into the sugar molecule. They can be observed in the cell of the germinating seed, where the cell utilize for the storage of the fat as well as for the storage of the sugar, and they are helps in the process of the here photosynthesis. Okay. In this way here, this structure of the eukaryotic cell, they contains the cell organelles, and here one by one we have discussed the different cell organelles. They are present here, and their role, structure as well as the function, because here the cell wall protected in function, they are also made up of the different chemical components. Then these cell membrane or plasma membrane, semi-permeable membrane, it is also here the protective in function. This endoplasmic reticulum, it may be here the rough endoplasmic reticulum, or it may be the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Depending upon the attachment of the ribosome, it is rough as well as the smooth, and therefore the main function of this endoplasmic reticulum is nothing but here the protein synthesis. These Golgi complex, lysosomes and galactosomes, they are also here working in association with the other cell organelles, and the one more, that is nothing but here the vacuoles are there. These vacuoles also helps to maintain the rigidity of the cell as well as the buoyancy of the cell. Okay, in this way we have seen here the different cell organelles. Thank you.